Good evening and welcome to the South Leeds Stadium for this round 6 clash between Hunslet RLFC and the Halifax Panthers in the Betfred Championship. Friday night lights here on the outskirts of Leeds as Halifax look to make it 6 from 6 in the Betfred Championship with a ground we've not been to for a while against the side that had a miraculous promotion charge at the end of last season to earn the place in the Betfred Championship with plenty of ex-Faxmen in the side. But let's focus on the Panthers. First and foremost, let's go through the teams. Number 1, Louis Jouffre keeps his place at full-back. 2, Ben Tibbs and 5, James Saltonstall keep their place on the wings, as does Brad Graham in the centre wearing 20, but Owen Restall comes in wearing 18 into the centres as Kyle Easton shovels the pack ahead of some brutal games coming forward. 6 and 7 pit themselves, James Woodburn-Hall and Jack Hansen. 8, Brandon Douglas. 16, Ronan Dixon. And 14, Tom Inman, who captains the side in the absence of Ben Crooks tonight. And a back row of 11, Owen McCarron. 12, Adam Tagatar. And 15, Connor Davies locking up the scrum. And on the bench, number 9, Adam O'Brien. 10, Joe Hurd. 13, Jacob Fairbank. And 19, Zach McComb. With number 3, Charlie Graham as 18th man if needed. As you can hear, the Halifax fans here with a drum. Good to see, but very scattered Halifax support, I must say. They're here, there and everywhere, but they need to be all together. As we go through the Hunslet side, as I say, plenty of ex-Halifax men in their side. But number 1, the ultimate stalwart, Jimmy Watson, their full-back. 21, Kobe Nicol, and 2, Mackenzie Skur on the wings, with 4, Billy Jowett, and 19, Liam Weller in the centres. 6, Lachie Hannigan, and 38, Lee Gaskell. Finds another club for his collection. And then the start of the ex-Halifax men. 17, Keelan Foster, who spent time last year at Halifax. 14, Cam Berry Hooker, and 31, Kevin Leroyer, who gave such great service to the club, lining up for the Huns this evening. 22, Horace Gilmore and 11, Ethan Wood in the second row, with 10, Matty Fletcher locking a scrum for Hunslet. Another ex-Halifax man, Jordan Syme on the bench. 26, Ethan O'Hanlon. Another ex-Fax man, 27, Sam Campbell, along with 36, Mackenzie Yeh. Complete the bench Hunslet with 9, Ross Whitmore as 18th man if needed. And it is a momentous occasion as Tara Jones becomes the first female referee in the championship. They'll come first after Aaron Belafonte became the first black referee in the championship against Toulouse last year. And now Tara Jones, ex-England Women's International, ex of St Helens, has been an official for quite a while now. Makes a much deserved step up into the championship. There's a mate applause goes on, don't know who for, there was no announcement on the PA. But as I say, an absolutely perfect night for rugby league. The sun's just gone down just behind the stand, and Halifax in the brand new all black away kit with gold trim. It looks superb underneath these lights. And it'll be Fax to kick off from left to right. Can Halifax keep up the perfect start to the championship season against a potential banana skin here in Hunslet, who can score plenty of points on the day? Just defence has let them down in the championship so far as Jouffre puts boot to ball. Hangs in the air, collected by Gaskell. Hands on to Leroy, who straight away reaccustomed with a few of his ex-teammates and wins his side a penalty. As Kevin Leroy has done his job there. One tackle on the board, earned his side a penalty. And no doubt the plan that Kyle Eastman had for his side to trap Hunslet in the own danger area is gone, but it's not a good touch finder really. Still 30 metres out from their own line as the ball's handed on to Fletcher. Lee Gaskell there, not wearing a number on his shirt, but unmistakable gait about him. As Foster goes in, big collision there. Coming in from Dixon and Tangata. Goes blindside, Hannigan hands it on and points the way for Gilmore to go. Goes past halfway despite the attentions of Woodburn all there. Here's Foster again, charged into that line against three of his ex-teammates. Inman, Davies involved, quick play the ball, Gaskell gets out the back to Watson, Watson throws it on me, but Hansen lies the task, and Hunslet have made great yards following that penalty within 20 metres, last tackle here. He goes to Gaskell, Gaskell dinks it over to the corner, no real pressure. And Tyler Jones has seen something. He's ruled the winger on this near side. Mackenzie Scares got involved. And the penalty count's evened up. And again, not a great touch finder, but Brad Graham wasting no time. Tapping and going, finds centre field. And still going forward, eventually put on his back by two Hunslet defenders. Inman, short ball to Douglas, but great defensive work there from Matty Fletcher. It's not often you see Douglas from the second best, but he has done there. Quick play the ball. Short ball to Tangata. Hunslet fans going forward, but Tyra Jones rules out opposite. Inman goes blind. Jufrey finds Restall. Takes on defence, gets put down. 25 metres out from the line. Still tackles here for Fax. Jufrey runs across the line, hands it on to Davies. Davies takes three men to put him down. Last tackle here for the Panthers, just outside the Hunslet 20. Got to attack that blind side. Woodburn all digs it over. It was contact in the air from the Hunslet man. But his rule has gone backwards. But are they going to push him out in a touch? Just stays in the field of play. And now can Halifax really turn the screw on this defence? As Nicol tries to make his way out of the defensive line, but Woodburn all it is with the tackle. Inman working well in defence up top with Davies down low. Fletcher, short ball to Foster, but good collision there by the Fax defender. I think it's McCarron it was. Here's Leroy, tries to bump off Tangata. He gets put down 25 metres off his own line. Good defensive set there from Fax. Can they put pressure on the kicker, which is Gaskell. Plenty of length on it. Oh, and Jufrey's knocked it on, but the referee has ruled it's gone backwards. That's a lucky break, as you see him given plenty of times. And I think Louis Jufrey's got away with one there. They go blindside again. Hunslet fans calling for a forward pass, but none given. Inman. Oh, McCarron over on the line. He goes to Dixon. He's just got no choice but to just take the tackle there. As Fax losing the way a little bit here. Inman goes back towards the centre. Here's Douglas. If in doubt, just give it to Douglas and he'll charge up. He'll eat Kevin close to halfway. Scrappy play the ball. Referee Jones not there, and there's a bit of a scuffle between Douglas and Foster at the play of the ball. I can't say the word, but it wasn't there. It was just handbags. It was who likes Louis Vuitton and who likes Burberry. And hopefully the referee will just continue to play on here. Which he does, fair play. well refereed. Sometimes just take time out, have a word, and let play carry on. Inman goes left. And Dixon this time with a bit ahead of steam, charges on, but decent defence from Hunslet. Last tackle for Fax, they're barely inside the Hunslet half. Goes to Woodburn Hall gets a cleaner strike this time. Watson waits, collects, but great chase there from Restall. Brilliant pressure there from the man making his competitive debut for the club. Again with the tackle, Restall. Here's Skur of his wing. Good collision there from McCarran. Restall once more, and Inman going blind again. There's number 4, Billy Jowett makes some decent yards, but McCarran puts him down. Quick play the ball. Hunslet making easy yards as they go past halfway. Last tackle for the Huns just inside the Fax half. Inman tries to put pressure on Gaskell. It goes really high, not too deep. And Dufresne just does not look confident at all. And to compound the error, the ball bounced straight into Brad Graham's hands, conceding the penalty for offside. As Louis Dufresne, for the last few weeks, has not looked comfortable under that high bomb. As Hunslet have the real first try-scoring opportunity here. Fletcher short ball to Leroy. Put down by Douglas, Inman and Davies. Plenty of mess around to play the ball. Leroy, wily old fox. The ball goes to ground and the Halifax counter-attack. No. Surely the original knock-on was from Hunslet. And the referee will signal scrum down to Halifax. And Halifax get out of jail there. Nip and tuck so far here at the South Leeds Stadium, still no score on the board. Oh, it's the typical rugby league arm wrestle. There's a bit of more handbags between, guess who, Brandon Douglas and Keelan Foster. One to keep your eye on there. As Inman feeds the ball from the scrum to Saltonstall. As you'll say, it was a big collision. The referee rules it was a high shot. As Halifax have been piggybacked out of our own danger area here, which is nice to see. Hanson with a better touch finder there. We'll bring it to halfway. Again, Graham wasting no time, but too quick for the referee's liking. Just Jones this time lets the player go. Hanson brings on Dixon on there. Leroy had picked him up like a baby, but put him down easy enough. Here's Douglas. I must say, number 10, Matty Fletcher for Hunslet has had the measure of Brandon Douglas so far. Inman fires it to Hanson. Out of the back to Woodburn Hall. Short ball's Tangata. Love a disguised ball, but nice defence there from Hunslet. As Fax on the 20-metre line. Inman shoots to the blind side, goes infield. Nice little run, which will take Fax to within 10 of the Hunslet line. Here's Dixon, just trundles it up through the dummy, but no one buying it. The referee is another penalty incoming. Another high shot. Ruled by Tyra Jones. Now will Fax go for 2 here, or will we trust our attacking instincts? They're going to go for the tap and go. Inman feeds on to Connor Davies, and Davies tries to go between two. Stopped just shy of the line. Can he get a quick play of the ball? Inman spined that line, and the Hunslet defence shot up ridiculously quickly. And will the referee rule offside here? didn't know there were some Olympic sprinters here in Hunslet. Well, the referee rules that they are that quick in defence. Now Chance goes begging for Halifax to put some points on the board.
Just the ball, stop and wait. Just the ball, stop.
And Hunslet fancy from this scrum on this blind side, but eventually stopped there by Graham, McCarron and Hansen. As they go blind, Gaskell trying to create a 3-on-2, throws the dummy, but Brad Graham, one buying it, it's good defence there. From the new regular Halifax centre. Here's Wood. Tries to make the ground, but Connor Davies and Dixon putting down on the 40. Here's Leroy charging on. Tries to go past Inman, but Tangata comes in for reinforcements. Gaskell digs the ball over. Skir looking to chase. Saltonstall needs to deal with this, so Saltonstall and manages to get out of the field of play. Brilliant play by Saltonstall. Fantastic wing play. But the referee rules he's knocked on. Oh, is it not got? I'm not too sure what she's given there. Maybe she's ruled that the original tackle was on there, but surely it's a double movement if he's gone into the field of play. Anyway, long and short of it is Halifax with the first goal line drop out of the evening. Collected by Hannigan onto Leroy, who's run really hard, no surprise. So far as Inman and Tangata once again putting down. Here's Fletcher, runs at Inman, but Inman does well. Holds on to him, bounces off Tangata, and Douglas is there to put him down on the Halifax 20. Here's Gaskell, sets back on the inside. Always creating problems in the defensive line, Lee Gaskell. Here's Hannigan, shows the ball, it goes out, it's gone behind the attacking line. As Kobe Nicol tries to make the best of it, he gets put down. I say, very scrappy play of the ball so far. Referees letting a lot go at the ruck. This play continues as Harrison Gilmore takes the ball in, last tackle for the Huns. Options left and right. The goal left to Gaskell. Gaskell, nice little disguise kick there as Jufrey collects, but again, comes the defence. Will force him dead. It's just good old-fashioned rugby league that's winning at the moment in terms of territory and possession. Jufrey again. I'm not too sure what that was. It's a bit of a skewed kick-off as Leroy charges it in once more, but it's pushed back. Brilliant counter-defence there for Douglas, McCarron and Davies. Here's Foster, good shot there from Dixon. Held out by McCarron and Davies once more. Use the blind side. Gaskell takes to the line. Wood steps back inside, but good tackle there from Davies. Still tackles here for Hunslet inside Halifax's 15. Hannigan drops it off for Fletcher, and Fletcher will take his tackle 10 metres out in front of the post from Dixon and Inman. To come back to his blind side. Gaskell puts the kick in, and it's going to be a first try of the evening. They're threatened at the last few minutes. And if you don't succeed, try again. And that's exactly what they've done. Lovely grubber kick through from Gaskell. And it's either Jowett or Wood that's got over. Just waiting for confirmation. But we both seem to dive on the ball at the same time. After around about a quarter of an hour here, it's Hunslet who take the lead, 4 points to 0. And it's Jowett with the conversion attempt. If it was him who scored, he's to convert his own try. 12 metres in from touch. He struck it well. Turns the 4 into 6. And Halifax, for the first time in seems a while, are behind in a game. But Hunslet, fair play to him. They've rode the storm well, got into the arm wrestle, and lead 6 points to 0. Dufresne kicks back off again. Just got confirmation it was Billy Jowett that did get to the ball first. So it's Jowett 6, Halifax 0 at the moment. As Halifax trying to react in their defence here. Fletcher. Was in. Put down by Fairbank, who just wants the field for Ronan Dixon. Leroy in targeting Inman, but stands up well, does Inman. Here's Fletcher, throws a dummy, and Inman again involved in the tackle, this time with Douglas. And Fairbank again, the ball's come free. That's a knock on, surely. Yes, referee does give it. Great work there from Tom Inman, got right underneath the ball with the first contact. The Hunslet man just couldn't keep hold of it. Oh, sorry, I've just had it confirmed again. It was Ethan Wood who scored the first try of the game. I'll get it right sometime as Woodburn all breaks from the scrum, man's on to Restall. Put down by the Hunslet right edge. Again, messing around the play of the ball. Goes unpunished as Davies takes the ball centrally, makes some good yards there despite the attention of the Hunslet defenders. Inman finds it to Hansen. On to Woodburn Hall. Thought about the pass, but the Hunslet defence shot out and pushing back as well. Inman, short ball to Fairbank, throws the dummy. Nice yard from Bobby there. Gets Halifax within 20 metres that Hunslet line. Options left and right for Inman. Shimmies right and goes left. Here's Dufresne, out of the back to Woodburn Hall. That's got 3 on 2. It's out of the back. Lovely try. And it's Ben Tibbs. Great response from the Panthers. To delight those away fans. Lovely quicksilver play. Fairbank got to centre field, 20 metres out. Let's say option left and right. Shimmied right and went left. A beautiful approach play. Lovely cut-out ball from Louis Dufresne, and Tibbs, as he has done on 7 previous occasions this year, gets his 8th and gets Halifax right back into this game. 6 points to 4 with a kick to come. And it's a hallmark of a good side to respond straight away to going behind. Forcing the error for Hunslet coming out of yardage and then putting on a play and executing it to perfection. Now can Louis Dufresne carry on the good kicking form he found against Batley last week? No wind at all in the stadium, weirdly, as Dufresne strikes it well. Oh, straight through the post, never in doubt. And 2 minutes between the scores, it's as you were. Level game, Hunslet 6, Halifax Panthers 6. As play gets back underway. Here's Douglas. Great charge out from the back fence from Brandon Douglas. Here's Dufresne, short ball to Davies. Davies gets pushed back fairly easily by Ulster defence. Here's Hansen, brings on McCarron on the angle. But again, this Ulster defence standing firm. Here's Fairbank. Those will be again, good yards. Maybe Halifax can't go through one, so they may need to go around them. Here's Douglas. We'll take fast past halfway. Great yards there from Douglas. Last tackle here, Hansen. Plenty of time to pick his spot with a kick. Stall and Graham chasing. Spilled by Sker, but it's gone backwards. Now can Fax restrict this yardage of Hunslet there, as this time it's Brandon Douglas to be an Olympic sprinter going at the defensive line. Fairbank, great tackle there by Bobby, important. McCarron was there too, and again, Tyra Jones letting a lot go. Let's play the ball both sides. Here's Mackenzie here on loan from Featherstone, and unceremoniously dumped on his back by Fairbank, Davies and Douglas. Last one for Hunslet. Great pressure there from him, and means that Gaskell's kick is sliced. Well taken there by Tibbs, under pressure from the Hunslet man. Dufresne finds up Bernal, steps to the line, put down by the Hunslet man. As Joe Hurd comes onto the field to replace Brandon Douglas. Here's Owen Restall, comes towards centre field. Gets brought down just shy of halfway. Here's Davies, footwork at the line, but gets put down. Inman waits, finds it to Hansen. Back on the inside to Hurd, and Hurd put down by 3 Hunslet men. Last tackle here for Fax. 35 out from the Hunslet line. Again, Hansen, no pressure, put that kick on, it's going to go out on a full, is it? Stall, bats it backwards, does he? No, bats it forwards, that's unlucky. Nearly a perfect kick there from Jack Hansen, who again given the freedom of Leeds to put his kick in. But I think the drum's been removed from the stadium, it seems. Well, one was happy when Bradford come here and Featherstone and all that malarkey, but hey ho. Anyway, play continues. Good defensive work there from Inman and Fairbank. Hannigan this time with a kick. Spot plenty of broken, empty field behind. Is he going to go dead? Dufresne collects. He has to get out of his own in goal area and does well. That's a booming kick from Hannigan. Brilliant half-back play. As Restall fills the full force that Hunslet defence. Here's Saltonstall, put down by Ye. And Inman forgets he's looking for a second there. And yeah, Halifax lapsing concentration here. Here's Hurd. Good running. And some good yards after contact too. Last tackle for Fax. Barely out their own 30. Needs a good kick from Hansen and just goes straight down the middle. Ball bouncing, collected by Sker. A good shot there from the chasing Fax man, McCarron. A good shot again there from Tangatar on Kobe Nicol, the Hunslet winger. Quick play the ball too as Watson looks to jump out and steal some yards. Takes Hunslet past halfway. Hannigan short ball to Gilmore, and Gilmore gets put down. by 3 Fax defenders, Woodburn Hall, Inman and Tangata. Tom Inman, I must say, has been working overtime, and his first stint as all handling gets brought down. Last tackle here from Hunslet. Just under 30 metres out from the line. Gaskell again with the ball. Lost the kick up. Graham collects really well. Here's Saltonstall. Turns the tackle but gets put down by Hunslet. I must say, Hunslet's defence in the middle of the tough yards has been really good, as I say. That is a half break coming up from Ben Tibbs, much needed, and it's an incorrect play of the ball. Just too quick fair from Ben Tibbs. And Halifax men get round him, give a pat on the back and say unlucky. It's one of those that you see can go either way. Some referees give penalties, others will say it's an incorrect play of the ball. In this instance, it's Tara Jones that said it's an incorrect play of the ball. Here's Hanlon, great shot there from Fairbank, who again, working overtime in his stint. Here's Ye. Well dealt with. Downstairs from Hearn and then upstairs from Davies and Inman. Here's Hannigan, takes to the line, throws a dummy, but brilliant tackle there from Tangata. The ball comes loose and Restall's away. Restall makes the break. Oh, he's gone the wrong way. If he gone left, he had Tibbs on his outside, but maybe just being sensible. Here's Hansen. On to Graham. Graham steps back on the inside. Big moments here for Halifax. Jouffre finds Hansen, brings on Fairbank on the run. And again, good yards there from Fairbank. Still tackles here for Halifax. And there's the drum, he's been found. Hansen finds Woodburn Hall, onto Jouffre, another 3-on-2 there. Ball out on the wing, Tibbs comes back on the inside. Trying to spy a gap, back in the middle. Hop, skipping and jumping the defensive line, still going Ben Tibbs. Still going Ben Tibbs, 3-on-2. Brad Graham, can he get over the line? Oh, stop just short. Tibbs a dummy out, he goes to Saltonstall. Brilliant play. And James Saltonstall takes the lead for the Halifax Panthers. And listen to what it means to those away fans. And how fitting it was that the assist came from the man who he couldn't find a way on his normal wing, ran right across the width of the pitch, creating havoc, handed the ball on to Graham, who just got within a cock out of the line, and then Tibbs stayed a dummy half. Lovely disguised ball to James Saltonstall, who finishes off in the corner for his third try this season. But more importantly, to give Halifax the lead for the first time in this game, 10 points to 6 for the Kings to come. Now can Jouffre land this from the touchline? The opposite touchline this time. He's just pulled it to the left-hand side. It's not hit the post this time, mind you. But the score remains 10 points to 6 in favour of the Panthers for the first time in this game. Halifax fan who's just chosen to sit pretty much by himself, who's calling out Hunslet fans. Not great to see that. Anyway, Fairbank off the back fence. Good yards. Here's Tangata, goes towards centre field, good yards again. New lease of life for the Cook Island in 2025. Jufre, short ball to Hurd will steal some yards. Eking towards the 40-metre line as O'Brien. Fresh onto the field, hands on to Inman. What energy has he got from Inman after working his backside off for the first 27 minutes? Going on to loose forward and still going. Here's Fairbank as Halifax, making far too easy yards going upfield for Hunslet's liking. Last tackle here for the Panthers, just inside Hunslet half. Goes back to Hansen again, no pressure on him. Gets a picky spot. Saltonstall, brilliant chase. Brilliant time tackle there from Saltonstall. Who, after, by his high standards, a mixed game last week, is definitely getting his first foot forward. Best foot forward this week. Hunt looking to spread it. Gaskell spying the 40-20, no one back, which thought for a second it was going to go out on the full, but the ball bounces infield and it goes out just behind the 30-metre line. But warning signs there for Halifax. Don't fall asleep on Lee Gaskell. Might have more clubs than Rory McIlroy, but with that comes experience. He's got bags of it. O'Brien goes to the blind side. Tangata steps back towards the ruck, keeping them interested. Quick play the ball. O'Brien finds Fairbank, takes to the line. Short ball to McCarron. To Hurd, sorry, my mistake. Gets on second best though. Hansen takes the line. Definitely McCarron this time. As Halifax 25 metres out for the Hunslet line. Here's Hansen. Runs across field. Lovely play. And the referee rules a forward pass. I'd like to see that again. I could not see a forward pass there. And the Hunslet fans have been calling practically every single pass forward so far this game. The referee's made a decision. Just under 10 minutes to go. Hunslet 6, Halifax 10. Hunslet with the scrum. 20 metres out from their own line. As Hannigan, short ball to Skur. Skur gets out of the tackle of Saltonstall. Goes back inside. Well, Fairbank's there to put him down. And that's definitely a forward pass. Somehow the officials have missed that one. The play continues as Jordan Syme, ex-Halifax man, jumps out dummy half. Steals 10 or so metres for his side. Goes back to the near side. Gaskell takes to the line, throws a dummy. Lovely disguised play, but Fairbank with the tackle downstairs. Here's Fletcher, on to Hannigan, further out. As Nicol nearly makes the break, and the ball comes loose once more. Halifax get the ball back, but the referee surely going to call it back for the knock-on. And Hunslet just need to keep hold of this ball when they get into Halifax's area. Halifax will have the scrum. 10 metres out for their own line. This ball comes out to Saltonstall. Good yards, and again messing around the play of the ball. I don't think the referee's given a penalty at the ruck so far this game. O'Brien used the blind side, jumps down with dummy half. Gaskell definitely caught him on his head, but hardly any contact. Play continues. Inman finds Hurd, who's recovered from his knock. Options left and right for Inman, and again, slow play the ball. O'Brien goes left to Hansen. Oh, Drew Fraser's not the ball on. Oh, referee said he's backwards. Well. Sure, that was a knock on, but referee ruled otherwise. Last tackle is Hansen. Post up an end over end bomb. No pressure on Sker for once. Is allowed. Take the ball 5 metres upfield. Good contact there of Inman and Fairbank. There's Tangata working out again. Helped out by O'Brien. This time, big collision there from Hurd, but bounces off well. Last tackle for Hunslet. Gaskell chips over, he comes off McCarron. I don't think he knew too much about it. As Jowett collects. Oh, I thought the last tackle was the last tackle. This one's the last tackle. As Gaskell again, little dink over the top. Lovely little play. Collected well there. Oh, it's a one-on-one. That's gone forward. Sure, that's play on. Hunslet with a one-on-one, goes forward into the Halifax man. No danger there. As Halifax look to get out of their own danger area. Again, sloppy play of the ball. As O'Brien jumps out from dummy half. Here's Saltonstall. Fairbank offering himself up for the run, but Saltonstall holds on. And again, really slow play of the ball as Fletcher hands on. Inman looking for the 40-20 from dummy half. Doesn't get the bounce, but it's still a brilliant kick. Turning winger and full back round, and look at that chase for the men in black. Oh, the ball comes loose. Oh, referee rules it was 2-on-1. I think these fans in front of me are segregated for a reason, these Halifax fans. That's a great touch finder there from Gaskell, I think it was. Brilliant yards to the penalty. Play continues as Gilmore takes it in to that defensive line. Hannigan fires on Fletcher, short ball, but well wrapped up by the Halifax defence as Hunslet creeps towards that 30-metre line. Sign finds Hannigan, goes inside and out, throws a dummy, but well marshalled there by Tangata. Here's Gaskell, short ball for Hanlon. Oh, lovely step there from Gaskell. Oh. Big defensive moments here for Halifax. Last tackle for Hunslet. We were trying to pinch one from dummy half. But too big, too strong, Halifax defence. As the clock creeps closer towards our time. Saltonstall takes his tackle 10 metres out from the line. Here's Graham. Comes back towards centre field. Stopped by 2-3 Hunslet defenders. Gets a quick play of the ball to O'Brien. Ooh, big shot there. There's a second goal, and finally, after 39 minutes, the referee gives a penalty at the ruck. been sloppy for both sides. It just happens to be Halifax that get the first penalty. Now can Fax get another one before half time here as Restall, who's played well this first half. Oh, wide tackle there. Didn't miss. Now, I'm sure if that was a Super League game, there'd be a card coming out. And with the hooter just gone, unsurprisingly, Louis Jouffre signals for the 2 points. $10 points to 6 at the moment in favour of the Panthers. Can Jouffre nudge us further ahead? 30 metres out, bang in front of the posts. Jouffre tries it well enough, and the flags go up. Jouffre 2 from 3, which puts Halifax just ever so slightly further ahead at half time. In the first half, Halifax have really been tested by the new boys in the Championship, who took the lead from Ethan Wood after a quarter of an hour, but then Ben Tibbs brought straight back with a beautifully worked midfield move, drawing the corner, and then scorer Tim Provider. And after Tibbs's crossfield run and his pass sent to Graham, who had stopped just short, his lover disguised dummy half past the Saltonstall, when the winger dived over. Jouffre kicked 1 from 2 conversion attempts, but then just landed that penalty on half time to give Halifax an all-important 12 points to 6 lead at the break here at the South Leeds Stadium. Welcome back to the South Leeds Stadium for the second half of this round 6 clash between Hunslet RLFC and the Halifax Panthers in a scrappy first half, which could have gone either way, and the game still could go either way, with Hunslet taking the lead through Ethan Wood, deservedly so, from a Gaskell Grummer kick, but then Ben Tibbs and James Saltonstall struck back for Halifax, giving us a 12 points to 6 lead as the drum has made its way over towards me. So there's plenty of atmosphere, and there will be now as Adam Tangata earns the Panthers the first penalty this second half. The fans are definitely up for it this second half, hopefully the players are too, as Halifax look to maintain the perfect start to the Betfred Championship season, as Restall, who's had a decent first half, his first game for a while. There's Fairbank. Here's Hanson, short ball to McCarron. We'll get to within 20 metres of the line, the ball comes free. And 2 penalties on the bounce in the first minute or so of the second half. Now, will Halifax go for goal and go 2 scores there, or will we just tap and go? The call comes in, tap and go. So Halifax have 6 tackles on Hunslet's line here. Inman finds O'Brien, pulled down just short there. Tell me when it was, sorry, all the way around. O'Brien finds O'Brien, short ball to Tangata! And it's Adam Tangata who strolls over for the try. For his first try of 2025. And it was all too easy. Love the disguised ball. And Tangata is had a new lease of life in the back row for Halifax. Goes over for the all-important first score of the second half. To the delight of these Halifax fans. Perfect start to the second half here for Halifax. Winning 2 penalties and then working the way to this near side, and Adam Tangata had a gap the size of a Leeds bus to get through. £16 to 6 for the kick to come. Now can Dufresne land this goal? He definitely has. Lovely kick from Dufresne. To the delight of these Halifax fans here. The score now 18 points to 6. Now what have Hunslet got now? Absolute nightmare start in the second half for them. Perfect start for the Panthers. There's Hannigan this time with a kick-off. Collected by Restall. Goes back inside. And again, say he's not played for several weeks, couple of months. I think he's shown up really well this evening as well in Restall. Again, slow play the ball. O'Brien finds Inman. Inman, who's just been an absolute Duracell bunny this game. Gets within 5 yards of halfway. Here's Fairbank onto Bernal. Telegraph well, but gets the ball out. Lovely answer, Dufresne. Dufresne tries to step out the challenge of O'Hanlon, but gets pushed back. Better defence from Hunslet that time. And Dufresne felt that one as O'Brien jumps out from dummy half. Trying to steal some yards. Last tackle here for the Panthers. Goes back to Hansen. Hansen puts the ball high. Collected by Sker. What's the chase like? It's decent. Gets brought down just outside his 20. I felt the full force of that tackle there. As O'Brien working once more. Putting down Nickel. Again, brilliant defence coming in. 4 men in, O'Brien, Tangata, Inman. And Joe Erders. Tackle comes in again, Restall, Tangata, and Woodburn all. Gaskell. Out back to Watson. The ball out wide, that did look a little bit forward, but the officials say no. Mind you, if the one that was given in the first half was forward, then every single pass is forward. Last one, Gaskell puts it high. Oh, well taken from Ben Tibbs. How good is it to see Ben Tibbs play with such confidence? You just knew, set himself well and just leapt up like a salmon to claim. As Restall plays the ball. Right challenge well, Woodburn all jumps out from dummy half, steals 10-15 yards. Good play from the half-back. O'Brien finds the Hansen looking to kick her in the tackle count, but the Hunslet man on that far side, Mackenzie got back quick. But again, decent chase from the Fax men. And again, look at the chase there, brilliant play. Forcing Hunslet man to go backwards. Brilliant work, O'Brien, Tangata and Hurd. Inman involved again. Helped out by Fairbank. He goes centre field. Big shot there from Hurd. Helped out by Inman. Here's Gaskell. Just takes the ball on himself. So it's such a languid style. Don't know whether he's going to pass, kick or just run. Always a danger man. Last one, so it'll go back to Hannigan, who'll put the kick in. No real direction to it, claimed by Ben Tibbs. Looking for broken field. He goes back on the outside. Can he stay in field? He does. As Brandon Douglas comes onto the field in place of Joe Hurd and Halifax. The ball comes loose, and it's because an Hunslet man got to the ball. Didn't quite see what happened. I just noticed that Joe Hurd was coming off and Douglas coming on. But Fax will get the scrum 25 metres out from their own line, centre field. Here's Restall. Great tackle there by Liam Wellham. All the experience in the world there from Liam Wellham. And maybe showing the inexperience of Owen Restall there. About body angles going into contact. Here's Saltonstall. Goes between two, just about brought down there by the Hunslet man. Sam Campbell it was. Love the ball there from Fairbank into Douglas. And what a shot. Brilliant shot for the Hunslet man. You do not see that very often. Brandon Douglas getting dominating a tackle like that. As Fax get toward the 30 on the last one. McComb didn't like that attention to tackle. Last one, Hansen puts it high. Move the chase, well collected there by Skur. But well brought down there by Saltonstall. Halifax putting plenty of numbers in these tackles, these Hunslet men coming out of yardage. As Skur makes some good yards, will put down Fairbank, Hansen and O'Brien involved. Here's Fletcher. Good shot there for Tagatar. Held out by Douglas. Last one for Hunslet. As Gaskell behind his own 30, puts the kick in. They let the ball bounce. Dangerous, but they get away with it as Saltonstall. So his option are just trundles the ball in. Takes his tackle 15 metres out from his own line. Here's Tibbs. Saying dangerous, just dangerous, running the ball in hand now, Ben Tibbs. Every time he gets the ball in hand. Here's Restall, dummies inside. Just back on the outside, but good contact there by Ethan O'Hanlon. Here's Woodburn Hall. Footwork at the line, goes past Wellham. But it's a high shot from O'Hanlon. Unlucky. He was falling down, but in 2025, any sort of contract ahead has to be punished. And Tyler Jones, referee, seems like he's had enough of these penalties. Mounting up for Hunslet. By my reckoning, we're winning the penalty at 8 points to 3. As Fax getting away too quickly again for the referee. Restall decides to take it himself. Why complicate the matter? And steals 8-9 yards there. O'Brien finds Inman. Releases Fairbank, and Fairbank turns the tackle but just takes it. less than 20 metres out. Nice shoe in, dummy half. Moving on to Tangata, there's no one there. Lovely in the play there. O'Brien to Inman, short ball to Douglas, and Douglas knocks on. Big chance missed there. Try break from the scrum. Put down. Here's Campbell against forward club. Eventually put down on that far side. Hunslet shifted Hannigan there, but great tackle there by Tangata. Reinforcements arrive from O'Brien and Restall. Hunslet going blind, and O'Brien flies into the tackle. Brilliant defence there from Adam O'Brien, who's just like a madman at the moment, just won't stop running. Hannigan goes back to Gaskell. Gaskell, crossfield kick. Collected by, Now I'm not too sure whether Graham got his hand to it or Sker got to it. I don't think anyone got to it by my first reaction, and that's what the referees ruled as well. Here's Tangata for the play of the ball. And wins inside a penalty again. I think that's the third penalty of the game Adam Tangata has won for his side. With Halifax wasting no time. O'Brien shifts it for Hansen, on to Douglas, keeps all this time. Oh, good counter defence there from Hunslet. And O'Brien nearly in for the try there. And he ain't missing around the play of the ball. There's 6 again given. And sure that's a penalty. Sure that's got to be a penalty for offside. Oh, he's going to knock on. And the drum's been chucked out, it seems, if you're wondering. At the moment, it's more entertaining. Look at the sidelines here than the pitch right now. At Halifax, try and score on the field. Frey gets brought down. Here's Douglas, trying to go route one. Brought down just short. O'Brien finds Hansen. Ball makes his way out to James Saltstall, and James Saltstall, acrobatic finish. He's in for his second of the game. And Halifax stretched the lead out to 22 points to 6 with the kick to come. And with just over 25 minutes to go, is that the game clincher? And these Halifax fans by the side of me, they've had the drum kicked out. They've got loads of stewards round. But yeah, the men on the field are doing the business. There's Jufrey. Oh, just pulls it short. So the score remains 22 points to 6 after that missed conversion from Louis Jufrey. As Woodburn Hawkins for the kick-off. Here's Tangata. O'Brien, second time asking, gets the ball out. And even then, Halifax man there, I think it was McCarron asking the referee for a penalty at the ruck. Non-forthcoming as play goes on. Here's Inman. Oh, massive shot from the Royer. Now, first instinct, I didn't see much wrong with that. But I make it, that's the 10th penalty that I've 10th penalty Huddersfield have conceded. In what hasn't been a dirty game at all, it's just been scrappy. And here's Hansen to kick Halifax deep into Hunslet territory, which he does. 20 metres out, Halifax will start. Here's Tangata for the penalty. Good yard, spins the tackle, but Wellen puts him down. Here's Inman, brings on Douglas on the angle. You just get a sense Halifax just setting this play up. O'Brien finds Inman, on to Hansen, further on to Jufrey. They're just going to walk it in, and it's going to be James Woodburn. Oh, it looks like. He's over that right hand side. The crowd chants easy, and it's hard to disagree with them, to be honest. And I think it was James Woodburn Hall who scored. Although I am right on the back row of this high stand, so it could be anyone. But like I said before, he just got the sense Halifax was just setting something up. And Tom Inman gets the ovation that he deserves. What a performance Tom Inman has put in. 60 minutes of absolute top class effort. As Jufrey glans a goal from the touchline. Commentary mistakes, my mistake. It's Brad Graham who scored. He's got a turn of pace that James Woodburn all will be proud of, though, that's what I'll say. And with 20 minutes to go, 28 points to 6, that definitely is the game clincher. And now it's just a case of how much can Halifax put on a score to go into Derby week on a real high. Davies plays the ball 25 metres out from his own line. Here's Fairbank, who's had a superb game since coming off the bench. Here's Douglas. Trundles the ball up, still going, but gets put down. O'Brien waits. Hands on to Davies, and Davies. Great yards there from Connor Davies. Goes to Woodburn Hall. Hanging high. Well taken at the back there. By Kobe Nicol. Oh, by Watson. Here's Wellham. Oh, wow. Now, I don't see that happen too often. The thing is, Jacob Fairbank has been sent flying. Oh, Adam O'Brien, sorry, been sent flying. I don't think there was anything in that. Just got his head in the wrong place. But you could just tell. You could just tell by someone falling back from a tackle like that. Then there's something that isn't right. But it looks like he's going to be all right. They say doctor and physio are straight on the field. But O'Brien's a tough cookie. And he'll carry on. And straight into the tackle as well. Following up Davies. Here's Campbell, who's ran well since he's come onto the field, but gets pulled back by McComb and Fairbank. Here's Gaskell onto Watson, but Watson well dealt with on that right flank. Davies and Hanson involved. Gaskell on the last front slip, puts it high. No pressure on Dufresne. Oh, and he catches it and does brilliantly to offload as well. Can Halifax attack from deep now? Tibbs gets brought down by the Hunslet defence. Good running there from Tibbs. Such a good runner with the ball now, Ben Tibbs, in all areas of the field. Restall will play the ball. Woodburn Hall's got no one there. He just had to pass and realised there was no one there. As referee gives 6 again. Tangata will take the play on. The facts. O'Brien goes on for Douglas, and Douglas missed the half break. Ulster men are back. And then messing around, they play the ball. The referee does eventually give the penalty. It's been happening all game, and I think it's only the second time Tyra Jones gave the penalty at the ruck. No chance taking the 2. O'Brien just taps and feeds on to Hanson, who will hand it on to McComb. 3 Hunslet men put him down. 15 metres out of the line. O'Brien finds Fairbank. Third on to Hanson. Now the back to Woodburn Hall. 3-on-2. Woodburn Hall glides through. And that is definitely James Woodburn Hall who scored this time. if there was any doubt, the fans by me confirm it with this song. And less than 15 minutes to go, Halifax stretch out the lead. 32 points to 6 with a kick to come. As Halifax fans behind me singing "Facts are on fire," and we definitely are. 20 unopposed points in the second half. And what words did Carl Eastman said at half time? Halifax have definitely gone out and obeyed. It was Betfred looking to kick his 5th goal of the evening. Betfred from the touchline, lovely kick. He's back in the groove as Louis Betfred. And Halifax now 34 points to 6 to the good. Staying top of the league, 6 from 6, ahead of the visit of our old friends, the Betfred Bulls. There's one to go for an orthodox kick-off, bouncing here, there and everywhere. Betfred collects well, hands on to Douglas. And great out Douglas, and again wins a penalty for his side. Well, referee Dean Martin, there's going to be a sin bin in. Tara Jones had enough. It's been coming, as I say, you don't concede 12 penalties in a game and not have some sort of retribution. I'm not too sure it's been sin binned. But they were down to 12 men for the next 10 minutes. I think it may well be ex-Halifax man Jordan Syme who's been sin binned. Yeah, it is Jordan Syme, it is sin binned. Unlucky, you can say he's definitely not a dirty player or a foul player at all, but it's just his luck that he was the straw that brought the camel's back. As Halifax going right through Fairbank, inside to Hansen. Oh, beautiful, beautiful rugby league. And that is why Halifax Panthers are top of the league. Beautiful rugby league. Jack Hansen scores a try, but what a lovely break from Jacob Fairbank. And how unselfish to give the ball back on the inside to Hansen. And Halifax going into Derby week in red hot form. 38.6 over the kick to come. And no doubt Louis Betfred will turn this 4 into 6 to make it 40, which he does. What a second half it's been for Halifax. And Hunslet being taught a very harsh lesson about championship rugby here. And the difference between the top of the championship and the rest is vast at the moment. As Jacob Fairbank, a brilliant performance from Bobby Fairbank. We had a standing ovation from these Halifax fans. Nice kick off from Hunslet, goes back, Halifax claim it though. Oof, loose ball. Claimed by the Halifax man, I think it was Saltonstall. You got there. Here's Davies. It's towards halfway. O'Brien finds Hampson. Out of the back to Dufresne, lovely hands. Must be taken out late though as Graham comes back on the inside. Third one to Woodburn Hall. Must be a high tackle from behind as well as referee rules. No advantage coming. As the penalty count is just terrible reading from Hunslet. 13 penalties Halifax have won by my reckoning. And the referee may well be getting more cards out here, getting a report from the touch judge. And it's another sin min in. Hunslet down to 11 men. Wow. The end of this game could turn very, very ugly, as Halifax were finding it easy to score with 12 men, let alone 11. I think it's Keelan Foster, another ex-Halifax man who's got the sin bin in this time. As Fax will start to set off. 30 metres from the Hunslet line, Douglas charges it in. And again, I think it's going to be inevitable. There's going to be a score soon. Halifax just fancy it. There's options left and right. Dixon back onto the field, just goes down the centre. Shoots out the line, but don't get his man, the Hunslet man. Does the second time of asking though. And pushes it right back. Brilliant defensive work from Hunslet there. On Woodburn Hall, I think it was. Here's Davies, sets the line. How good will it be if he gets his first try in Halifax colours? O'Brien waits at dummy half. Brings on Douglas. Douglas charging towards the line. Still going Brandon Douglas. Last tackle. They've got men on this left hand side, but they go right. Hanson rides the tackle well. Throws a dummy. Needs support, but he's just going to take his tackle there. And for the first time in a long time, it seems Halifax have got down Hunslet's danger area and not come away with points. As Hunslet are just trying to ride this storm out. They've got 2 men in the bin. Foster won't see action now because he's within the last 10 minutes. But Jordan Sam will come back, but this time it's Halifax to put the pressure on in defence. Wellham being pushed back as Fletcher had to stoop for that pass. And this met with the reception committee of Adam O'Brien, Connor Davies and Brandon Douglas. Here's Leroy. Good yards from Leroy. Not surprising. As Leroy goes down injured. It's not something that you... And that's something that you just do not like to see at all, especially from a player who's been such a good servant to the Halifax club. But he's back on his feet, which is a good sign. That's good to see. Leroy will carry on. It just gives Hunslet a breather. Chances to take stock of things as Fletcher stopped by Dixon, Douglas and Davies. 3D men there. Gaskell chips over the top looking for the chase, but look who's there. Adam Tangata looks to counter-attack. Adam Tangata. Plenty of options for man of the match. Adam Tangata certainly top of the list, but that's a poor pass from dummy half. Dixon goes back for it and this has to take his tackle as Owen McCarron comes back onto the field to replace Brandon Douglas. O'Brien, nice shimmy at dummy half. Dufresne, out back to Woodburn Hall. Says back on the inside, Woodburn Hall. Plenty of gaps here. And the referees will give another penalty. Another late tackle. And Jack Hansen has come off second best from that. As O'Brien taps and goes, hands on to Dixon. Dixon still making yards despite the attention of 4 Hunslet men there. Slow play the ball, O'Brien waits a dummy half. Fires it to Hansen. Back to Dufresne. Dufresne throws a dummy. Lovely outside ball to Graham. Graham sits back on the inside. And he's over for his second try. And Brad Graham. Well, next week, Kyle Eastman is going to have a... the bouncer is to the centre as Crooks is back and Graham in the centre. But Charlie Graham could be on his way back as well. If Charlie Graham's going to be fit, then Kyle Eastman's got one hell of a decision to make. As Halifax extend the lead, 44 points to 6, with a kick to come.
Is there a fight drill? 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 See you in 25 years! I'm maybe 35!
Can Dufresne land another? His 6th of the game. Runs it again. Beautiful kick in from Louis Dufresne. What a second half performance it's been from the men in black. Nearly said men in blue and white, but it's the men in black this evening. 46 points to 6. $34 unanswered points in the second half. And there's still 5 minutes left here. Gaskell with another shortish kick-off. The ball attempts to be batted back. But it's the referee going to rule. It's an Halifax knock-on there. Yep, Halifax knock-on. And ironic cheers from the Hunslet fans as they finally get the ball, they finally get a decision. And Hunslet will just be looking for sheer consolation here. As Hannigan hands the ball to Wellham, tries to hand off Restall. Restall does well, 6 foot stats well. Wants to get the ball out though. As Nicol looks to carry the ball on. Brought down by Adam Tangata, who's had a sensational game for mine. Fletcher, who to be fair to Hunslet's run really well too. But he's put down by McCarron. Leroya. Meeting all acquaintances, Adam Tangata. Gaskell goes it through, looking for the chaser. Well, they've scored one try from it. They'll score the second. I said it before, if you don't succeed, try again. If you succeed, try again. As Hunslet scored the second try of the evening. Sheer consolation, but it's a lovely work move. Gaskell again. Grubbers it through. I'm not too sure who the try scorer is, but it barely matters now. 46 points to 10 with a kick to come from bang in front. And it's practical time up now as well, from my reckoning. And it'll be Jowett from bang in front. Don't think he's missing this, and he doesn't. The flags are up. And it's Billy Jowett definitely this time. I've had it confirmed. So Jowett, who missed out on the first try, guessed the second. But I say, it's mere consolation as 46 points to 12. In an utterly commanding second half performance. Jouffre from the kickoff. And here's Jouffre, Leroy, sorry, mixed up with Frenchman. And this defence from Halifax, especially coming out of yardage, for Hunslet's been brilliant. It's Tangata and O'Brien, the latest tacklers, as they shift the ball wide. It's Gaskell who keeps hold. The attention of Restall and Davies. They go blind again. Here's Wellham. Can he stay in the field of play? They push him out. Brilliant defence it was. Woodburn, all Davies, all getting the congratulations from the teammates. And that'll be the most pleasing thing for Kyle Eastman, defending like the game's still in the balance rather than a foregone conclusion. As Halifax fans, they're looking forward to Derby Day next week, Good Friday, a week from today. Scrappy play the ball once more for Karen. Hansen hands it on to Jouffre. As McComb, the ball in hand as the hooter goes. The Halifax look for one more. No, McComb takes his tackle and the game ends. And what a second half it was. 12-6 at half time with a game in the balance. And Halifax utterly dominated that second half. Tries from Adam Tangata. James Saltonstall with his second. Brad Graham with 2 second half tries. James Woodburn all. And Jack Hansen with Jouffre. Brilliant with the boot, kicking 6 goals. And Halifax, a 6 from 6, top of the table, going into Derby week in brilliant shape. The final score here at the South Leeds Stadium, Hunslet RLFC 10, Halifax Panthers 46.